The global trade battlefield is heating up again, and at the center of it lies the United States. In a dramatic move, U.S. President Donald Trump's administration has launched fresh trade investigations into 16 major economies, including India, China, Japan, and the European Union. The weapon? A powerful American trade law known as Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974, a law that has previously triggered some of the biggest trade wars in modern history. But why now? And what does this mean for India and the global economy? Let's break it down. First, the background. Just weeks ago, the Supreme Court of the United States struck down a key tariff policy introduced by Trump. That policy allowed Washington to impose sweeping, reciprocal tariffs on trading partners. In simple terms, if another country taxed American goods heavily, the U.S. would hit back with similar tariffs. But when the court blocked that strategy, Washington needed a new path, and that's where Section 301 comes in. So what exactly is Section 301? The law allows the U.S. government, through the Office of the United States Trade Representative, to investigate whether another country's trade rules are unfairly hurting American companies. If Washington believes foreign policies are blocking U.S. businesses, it can act, and it doesn't need permission from anyone else. Not the World Trade Organization, not international courts. Once a Section 301 investigation begins, the process unfolds step by step. First, officials gather evidence. Companies submit complaints. Industry groups testify. Public hearings are held. And the country being investigated, like India, gets a chance to respond. But if the U.S. concludes that those policies are unfair, it can hit back with tariffs, trade penalties, or restrictions on services and technology. This isn't just theory. The same law played a central role in the U.S.-China trade war, but this time, the net is wider. The new investigations target 16 economies, among them India, China, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, Mexico, as well as members of the European Union. The message from Washington is clear. No partner or rival is off the table. But why is India on the list? For years, American officials have complained about several Indian policies. Some of them include high import tariffs on certain goods. Others involve rules that require companies to store data locally. There are also local sourcing requirements and price controls, especially in sectors like pharmaceuticals. From Washington's perspective, these rules can limit American companies trying to enter or compete in the Indian market. So the investigation will examine whether these policies unfairly disadvantage U.S. businesses. But here's the important part. Being investigated does not mean immediate penalties. The process could take months, possibly longer. However, if the investigation eventually concludes that certain policies harm American trade interests, Washington could take action. That could mean higher tariffs on Indian exports or new trade restrictions, and that could impact some of India's biggest export industries, such as pharmaceuticals, electronics, and IT hardware, textiles, and garments and auto components and engineering goods. All of them could feel the ripple effects of new trade barriers. But beyond the immediate economic risks, this move signals something bigger, a broader shift in global trade politics. The United States is increasingly willing to use unilateral tools to protect its commercial interests, even when dealing with allies and strategic partners. And as these investigations unfold, the world will be watching closely, because in the global trade arena, today's investigation can become tomorrow's trade war.
If you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe to Mirror Now.